Coming up on Mount News this morning, an infamous story of fraud here in the Commonwealth is shared around the world. And a well-known Eastern Kentucky singer tries his luck at becoming the champion of yet another competition.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
All right, 6:30 on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Let's take it over to Brandon this morning. Brandon, I've been off Friday and Monday, and my thing is, though, when I've decided, I've learned that when I come back from a little break that I expect a red carpet to be rolled out on my walk into here. There wasn't one.
I'm sorry, I can't do it every time.
You have to.
No.
I have to be welcome back, and there wasn't a parade down Black Gold Boulevard.
No, I'll make better arrangements next time.
That's
okay?
all I'm asking. I don't ask for much around here.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Please come over this way because Dakota is... Anyway, let's get into it this morning. Listen, we're glad to have Dakota back. We're looking at a nice start to the day over on the Jenkins Camera, US 119, US 23 going up Jenkins Mountain into Virginia this morning. And not much traffic over that way. Sun's up and blue skies, and it's a nice day. 40 in Clintwood, just down the road from Jenkins there over in Southwest Virginia. 50 just down the road from them in Wise, right across the border there from Jenkins. 48 Harlan. 59, though, Jackson and Logan. Those are the warm spots. 58 not too far behind them in Pikeville, and 57 in Moorhead, but a lot of low to mid 50s out there this morning, so be aware of that. 83 this afternoon. A cool start to the day gives way to a warm start to the afternoon, and then clear skies tonight as we drop back into those mid 50s. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, two 16-year-olds have been charged with complicity to murder in the Thanksgiving Day shooting death of a 15-year-old in Jefferson County last year. Cortez Duncan Jr. was shot several times and ultimately died at University Hospital. Louisville Metro Police say a second 15-year-old was also shot, but his current condition has not been released. The teens are also facing charges of possession of a handgun by a minor and possession of a defaced firearm. A Southern Kentucky Mother's Day gathering turned violent when a mother and son argued over the gift she had been given. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on the situation.
The violence happened at a home about 20 minutes from Monticello around 8:30 on Sunday night. We are being told by the Wayne County Sheriff's Office that Jacob Small had given his mom a Mother's Day gift of an Xbox controller, but then there was some kind of an argument over that, and then gunfire.
Just unreal to me.
Sheriff Tim Catron says it's one of the most bizarre cases he's ever seen. A son charged with shooting his own mother on Mother's Day over the gift he gave her.
I received a call on my cell phone from a nearby neighbor where this incident occurred, telling me that the gentleman who shot his mother was actually at his house wanting to turn himself in.
Sheriff says 22-year-old Jacob Small then confessed to shooting his mother, Amber Powell.
He didn't actually tell the deputy why he did it other than thought it was over the Xbox controller.
Small is charged with attempted murder and remains in jail. He did not want to talk to us, telling a deputy jailer that all he wants to do now is do what is right and serve his time. Why it all happened and what was behind the argument is not known.
Doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's apparently what it was over.
This happened, we are told, as the victim and her husband, the suspect's stepfather, were backing up in a minivan. She was then taken to the hospital where she was treated for that single gunshot wound. In Wayne County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
Well, the sheriff says Powell was being treated at the University of Kentucky Hospital in Lexington the last time he received information on the case. Her injuries are said to be non-life-threatening. A Lee County teacher accused of sexually abusing a student is due in court today. Prosecutors say 32-year-old Courtney Horn admitted to having a sexual relationship with a 16-year-old girl. The school district fired her. Last month, she pleaded not guilty to sodomy, rape, and sexual abuse. Her preliminary hearing is today. The Big Con, an Apple TV Plus documentary series, is taking the story of Mr. Social Security worldwide. Former clients of Eric C. Kahn gathered in Prestonsburg yesterday for a case update from attorney Ned Pillersdorf. Watching some clips from the series together, those in attendance say it's good to see their stories being shared, and they hope it will mean good news for them as they work to get their benefits reinstated after losing them during the scandal.
It's every day looking at my phone, hoping that something that Ned posts will actually be good news and something that we could look forward to.
Well, Ned says he has heard from many people since the series released Friday, and they all seem sympathetic to the clients. He hopes the Social Security Administration will be as well. Well, when the weather gets warmer, that's when you know yard sale season is near. But before you head out to take advantage of any bargains, it is important to consider the risks that come with buying certain items secondhand. Our Alyssa Williams has more.
Yard sale season is among us in eastern Kentucky.
Yard sales are really a great pastime for a lot of people. They're in search of that greatest bargain that they can find and those hidden treasures. There's certain things that though people need to be aware of when they do yard sale.
Emma Davidson with the Kentucky River District Health Department says that child seats should never be purchased secondhand unless the original owner's manual can be provided.
You never know the history of the car seat. You don't know if the car seat has been involved in the accident. You always got to check the expiration date to make sure that the car seat is still good.
And Public Health Director Scott Lockard says you should avoid buying secondhand baby bottles and nonstick cookware unless they are brand new.
At the first sign of any peeling or scratches on Teflon coated items, we should be disposing of those.
And in terms of used furniture or clothing, Lockard says to deep clean these items to avoid the risk of getting bed bugs.
Used clothing or any items like that you buy at a yard sale, we recommend that those are laundered in hot water and then go through, dryer cycles at high heat there, again, to make those safer.
Helping everyone to make safer and more informed secondhand purchases.
There's some classic items out there. There's some great bargains to be had. So happy hunting to everyone during yard sale season.
In Hazard, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Another item that Lockard says you should be wary of buying secondhand is shoes. Newer shoes are fine, but when you buy older shoes, you're taking the risk of buying something that has been molded by someone else's foot. And long-term wear of a shoe that is not made for you can potentially hurt your feet. Tickets for the Breeders' Cup are now on sale. The horse racing event is returning to Keeneland and Lexington this fall. Fans weren't allowed when the contest came to Lexington in 2020, so leaders decided to bring it back to the Bluegrass. This year's attendance will be capped at 45,000 fans per day. You can buy your ticket at breederscup.com. For Monday night's Issues and Answers, WYMT anchor Steve Hensley sat down with bluegrass music legend and Leslie County native Bobby Osborne and the director of the Kentucky School of Bluegrass and Traditional Music, Dina Osborne. Bobby is now 90 years old and still performing and teaching. They discussed his award-winning song, White Line Fever. This year's Osborne's Brothers Festival, as well as the moment Bobby's late brother and musical partner, Sonny Osborne, asked Bobby if he would retire with him.
I said, the man upstairs put me here to sing, and I said, I ain't going to quit until he tells me it's over with. And he says, you don't want to quit? I said, I never started into it to quit. It just ain't going. I said, as long as I can open my mouth and sing, I ain't going to quit.
Well, Sonny retired from performing in 2005 and died last year at the age of 83. You can hear more from Bobby and Dean over on WYMT.com. Plans are underway for a huge homecoming next week for singer Noah Thompson in Lawrence County. Noah made the top 5 Sunday night on ABC's American Idol. America will decide if he makes the top 3 on Sunday, next Tuesday, May 17th, which is also Election Day. Officials say there are plans for a parade in downtown Louisa at 7 p.m., followed by a concert at Lawrence County High School football field. It will feature Noah and some special guests that have not been announced yet. They are expecting upwards of 10,000 people at the concert. A Harlan County native competed in the grand finale of another singing contest last night. We probably have some spoiler alerts here. Harlan County native Jordan Smith went against other talented singers in the American Song Contest. And of course, his community came out to support him. All 50 states, D.C., and American territories sent representatives to compete for the title of Best Original Song. Jordan's song Sparrow landed him in the grand finale. And even though he didn't win this top spot, he finished the show in 3rd place, which is still pretty impressive.
6:40 here on this Tuesday morning. We continue to track the sunshine up on top of Buffalo Mountain there this morning. A little cooler up there, 48 right now. We're looking at temperatures across the region in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Now, Clintwood getting close to slipping into the 30s there at 40. 48 in Harlan, 48 Hazard. Everybody else, for the most part, basically in the 50s, except for Ashland. They're at 46 this morning. Dew points still pretty low out there. No major issues as we continue to track those. Look over toward the Big Sandy. Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Wise in the 30s this morning. So refreshing for sure out that way. Breakfast forecast, we're going to see temperatures climb quickly once the sun comes all the way out, and we're going to continue to see that happen as we head towards 7 and 8. Temperatures could jump by a couple of degrees just in 1 hour there. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. The time is 6:40 when we come back here on Mountain News this morning. The intense debate over the possible overturning of Roe v. Wade rages on. It's next.